Okay, it's great. Hi, I'm Mia, and today I'm going to be doing a how-to video on making jewelry. So, it is always a good idea to have a little container like this, one that closes, locks, unlocks, opens, you know. And because it just helps keep all of this stuff together. The second thing you'll need is charms. I have loads and loads of charms. Beads, like, I have a couple different types of beads. These are the only beads I have. But these are an option. And I don't use them much because, one, they're breakable. And two, they require these things. They are just wires with a loop. To use them, you'll get the bead and the wire. You'll find the hole, which is pretty clear to see in this one. But you'll put it through. And the little loop will keep it from going to the end. See? And then you'll have to cut the wire to the appropriate length and find a way to fold it over, which is very difficult. And usually the beads will break in the process, so I always recommend using charms. They end up looking better too. You'll need hooks, which I'm running out of. I have one left, which I'm going to use for this video. These little loop things, they look like this. And they're small, but they're very important. And if you're thinking of making earrings, you will always need one of these. It might look like one of the things that you'll use, that you have on your earrings that you wear a lot if you're a girl, because that's what people use to make them. So another very important thing is pliers. 3 pairs. First pair, regular pliers. They all need to be small. They usually come in a pack together, but they always need to be small. Next, needle nose pliers, like these. They're just really good. Next, you'll always need a pair of cutting pliers. Well, because when the chains come in a thing like this, you can buy already made chains, but then you're just putting a charm on a chain and it's not really yours. So I just recommend getting like this, a thing like this. And if you do, then that's why you'll need the cutting pliers, to cut the chain. Another fun thing to do for making jewelry that's also not very expensive, is to get one of these things. It's a little carving tool, and once you press the button, the thing on the top right there, right here, spins. You get little things like these, and this little one, little metal plates of different colors, different sizes, different shapes. You know, my favorite's the silver circles. Or squares, silver circles and silver squares, big ones. Just my personal favorite, but all these things. So, it's just really fun to be able to make your own charms. Now for the making. Okay. So, I'll be taking my cutting pliers, and I'm going to make it long because it's better to be safe than sorry, and you can always cut it down once you're done. So always start out with something that you know is going to be a little too long. And you'll just take the pliers, hold them down, and pull. It might take a little jerking them around, but you'll always get it off. And if not, you can have an adult help you. So I got one that's this long. And just lay it down flat. Then you'll pick out the charms, which I'm going to do a charm of, let's see, I'll do a heart. A heart charm, and it's going to say hope. So I'm going to have these two. I have good charms, like this ladybug one with the jewels. I am a huge fan of charms with jewels. I have all of the ones I really like in here. So I have, and then these are just a different type, because they come with these. Those you can just slip on the end, like this. But I don't really like the way these lumps look, so I usually remove them. So to start off, they might come with a little twisty wire on them. You're always going to need to take this off. Always, always, always. So I'm going to take it off and pull it through. Okay, now I have the wire, and not the wire, I'm sorry, the little loop, and that's in the charm. So for this one, I take the needle nose and hold on to the little circle thing, pinch onto the circle thing, it's already there. And, well, first of all, I try and find the little gap, and I pinch onto next to it. And then I put the bigger nose pliers on the other side, and hold on. Then I twist them in opposite directions, and I pull off the charm, and put the rest of it somewhere else. They don't matter anymore. Then, I need to take 2 circles, the little circles. They always come in a big pack, so you usually if you're thinking about getting started, then they'll usually last a while. So you open it with the pliers, just like you open the other one, and you put it through the little hole, never letting go with the needle nose, and you push them together so there's no gap in between. Now, the next one, I'm going to do something a little bit different, because I don't want these two to be on the same level. I'm going to take this and open it, put it through here, take another little circle and put it through, and close the gap. Now, if it's still a little too open, then just push the pliers together. Okay? So, I have these two now. I open the one on top of the one with 2. Let's find the opening. Okay. So I take the one on top, open it up, put the other one's little loop through it. And so it looks like this now. Now, I'll take the chain, and you have to be careful on this part to make sure that the chain doesn't get stuck on it. And, oops, or that you don't drop it. See, and if you do, just put it back on with your fingers, clamp back onto it, put the chain back through it, and see, it got stuck, so go like that. Clamp back onto the chain. Ugh, it's just not working out for me today, is it? So put it back on. Do this again. And close it. Okay. Now don't be all twisting it around and stuff yet. Like, you can hold on to the end and go like that. Make sure, always test it out, because if it doesn't move when you do this and it just goes with it, then that means that you've gotten the wire caught, you've gotten the little loop caught in it. And some people do that on purpose. I just usually prefer not to. Now, I'm going to need 1, 2, 3 more of these little things. So, I open one of them. Oh, and a hook. The hook. So we'll open one of them the way we've been doing the whole time. Clamp it onto the hook, and this time, and put it along the edge one. Always pull it a little bit to make sure that the edge one isn't left open because of the cutting pliers. Because sometimes it will be left open, and you'll have to take it off. Then you close it, so you have the hook on one end. Then you'll take this one. Oh, wait. Then you will measure it around your own neck, like this. See how long it goes down. If you want it long, you can leave it like that. I like it long. But if you don't want it long, you can always cut the end again with the cutting pliers. So I'm going to leave it the way it is, just to save time. Now, let's see, back down. Take the 2 that I have. Take that. Take the pliers and attach it to the end without the hook. Sometimes it's a little difficult to get the chain through, but that's because sometimes it doesn't stay in place. And then you take you do it again. And you go like that, open it up, put it around the other loop like you did with the charm. We're pretty much repeating what we did with the charm. Then you close it, and you have a necklace. See? If you want to keep going, you can. You can keep going for a while, because with that, you can adjust the length of the place you hook it. So now, I hook it on already. I'm just going to go ahead and hook it on since mine's long. Let's see, undo the hook. Hold on a second. My finger's slipping. What I usually do is have someone else hook it for me. I can never hook these things. See? It fell. Like that. That's what you always have to be aware of because of the cutting pliers. They leave a gap. So, you'll have to do it again. You know, I should have knocked on wood. I jinxed myself when I said that the cutting pliers hadn't left a hole. So you always have to make sure of that. So I have it hooked together. I hooked it together, and I can just flip it over. And if you have a short necklace, you know, just have someone else do it from the back. You know, no biggie, just... And now I have a necklace. You can make necklaces as simple or as complicated as you want to. It can be any different style. And make it your own with, you know, the carving tools and stuff like that. So, comment on this video with different things you want to see me do. It can be a how-to, it can be like answering a question, it can be like, I don't know, something silly and random, like, I don't know. Just comment and tell me what you want to see me do. So bye.